passenger plane bound for Ukrainian capital Kiev has crashed a few minutes after taking off from Tehran's main international airport, killing 176 people. Iranian officials said there was no chance of finding survivors, and then later told state TV all those on board had been killed. Now, the weird thing about the plane crash in Iran is that the country is refusing to hand over the black box itself to Boeing. That is a very unusual thing, and there is no firm evidence at this point suggesting a rocket attack launched from Iran 4 hours earlier played any role in the deadly crash. But a lot of questions are being raised by the information that has come out and the threats made in the last couple of days. Within hours of the 6 a.m. crash in Tehran, officials from Iran and Ukraine said the cause were a mechanical problem, but Ukraine has since backed away from that statement. Iran has not. But Iran is also saying that it will not turn over the flight black box to Boeing, which built the planes. Ukraine International Airlines flight crashed just 6 miles from the Tehran airport. The flight tracker data shows that the plane went up to about 8,000 feet, then lost on contact. On Monday, Iran's leader Hassan Rouhani seemed to threaten a terrorist attack in a tweet in response to President Trump saying that he had 52 targets in Iran picked down. Rouhani tweeted, "Those who refer to number 52 should remember the number 290. Never threaten the Iranian nation." 290 refers to a number of Iranian people killed when in 1988 the US Navy accidentally shot down an Iranian passenger jet. Months later, a terrorist attack brought down the Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland. But terrorism is less likely in this case when you consider most of the victims were from Iran, when the fact is that most of the victims were from Iran. 82 of the 176 passengers were Iranian, 63 were Canadians, and none were American. Some speculations are that it could have been Iran that shot down the plane with its air missile defense by mistake, and now they're just trying to cover it up by refusing to hand over the black box. The plane's fuselage was broken in small pieces, suggesting to some either extremely high airspeed or an air explosion. Iran's transportation minister told his state-run news agency there was a fire in one of the plane engines, but there was no communication from the pilot supporting that. As for Iran withholding the black box, the U.S. State Department issued a statement today saying that the U.S. could continue to follow this incident closely and stand prepared to offer Ukraine all possible assistance. The United States called for complete cooperation with any investigation into the cause of the crash. Boeing says that it is ready to assist, but the company may get shut out by Iran. And just one more thing, this plane, the 737-8, has been a very safe, reliable plane since it was introduced back in the 1980s, so it's a very reliable plane. Of course, there have been some fatal crashes in the past, but to suggest that there was a fire in the engine and no communication from the pilot to the ground is hard to believe.